Well, hello there, everybody. This is Verna from stampinnotes.com. I hope you're having a great Wednesday today. And I'm here with a Facebook Live for you. A beautiful card featuring the Peaceful Cabin stamp set. And this is the Peaceful Cabin stamp set right here. I'm just getting my computer up here. And this is great, a wonderful stamp set for masculine cards, winter cards. It doesn't have to be winter. You can make this springtime or summer, and sorry about the glare on this. There's all these beautiful stamps, the trees, the fox, the cabin, and it has gorgeous dies also. These dies cut out the trees. Here's one that goes around the cabin. Here's the cabin here, a fence. This die cuts beautiful stars. These three trees die cut out little trees separately, but these work with this die, and they create little holes or see-through spaces in the trees. You could put silver foil or a vellum different color behind them. This one goes up here also. So, but these here cut out individual trees. So we're going to use some of both of these with the card we're making today. And I'll show you that card. The card is this right here, and it's a trifold, or a double fold, I should say. It opens like this. It's friends like you that make this season wonderful. And then Merry Christmas on the inside. So I will show you how I made this card. And I've used a couple other stamp sets. This deer here are from Peaceful Deer. And this one has a lot of wildlife, another great stamp set to use for masculine cards. I've used, the sentiments are from Evergreen Elegance, which comes as a bundle. And this is in the annual catalog. Has a really beautiful tree punch with it. I want to get that punch. And for the sky, I've used To the Moon. I'm using this half moon here. And these moons are in one strip, and I actually cut them so I could use them separately. I'm also using the stars here from that. So those are the stamp sets I use. Let's go ahead and we'll start some stamping. And I'm going to grab my stack of cardstock. I forgot to bring it over. We're going to start with the trees on the front. And I've got 2 pieces of the thick cardstock, basic white, that's 4 5/8 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to score both of these on this side, on the right side, at 3/8 of an inch. Grabbing my trimmer. And I will have all the supplies and the measurements in the description below the video tutorial on my Facebook page. I'll have it, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about something else. I'll have it in the comments. Hey, Margaret, nice to have you here. And on my YouTube channel, this will be uploaded to YouTube. I will have it in the description below the video tutorial. So, okay, so I'm scoring this at 3/8 of an inch, and this actually is going to be on the right side. But in my trimmer, I'm turning it so I can see it better to line it up here at 3/8 of an inch. Just like that. Okay, so we have 2 of these for the trees. And I'm going to use my Stamparatus to stamp these. if you don't have a Stamparatus, it is something that is so cool. You would really enjoy. What's nice about it is, especially if you're doing stamping where you want to make sure everything is placed in the right place, this is the tool that you want to use, because you can go back and re-stamp your image if it didn't turn out right the first time. Okay, so I've got this piece here, and on this piece I am going to move the trees as far to the left as I can, just like that, and as high up as I can, so about like that. And then this is going to pick that up. I forgot to put my magnets here, so let's put them down and see if the trees are still where I want them. Yep. And I'm bringing in shaded spruce ink to stamp them up. And I'm just inking them on upside down like that. I'm going to stamp them. There's a little pad that goes in the Stamparatus, but if you're using the photopolymer, I don't have that in right now because I'm using the rubber cling stamps. They're a little thicker. So we can redo that like that. I'm going to take this off here. And now I'm going to bring in my other piece. And on this piece, I want the stamp to be over to the left as far as I can get it, or over to the right on this end. So I'm going to pick this up. And I'm just going to put it down, and it's got ink on it, so I'm going to try to do this very carefully. As far over to the left. See if I can get my fingers off there. Yep. I want it right there. I'm going to ink it up. Go in and stamp that. And one more time. How's your day been today, Margaret? It's rained here. It's gotten kind of gloomy. It started out nice and warm, and then it just got kind of gloomy. Okay, so we are done with the tree stamp set. I'll take this off here. I'm just going to wipe it off quick. All right, so I'm going to take and cut these with my die. I'm going to take them over to my my cut and emboss machine. And I am using, again, this die here. It's stuck with my magnet. This die right here. And I'm going to die cut both of these. Okay. Hi, Jerry. Nice to have you here. Oh, you went to lunch with your classmates of 59 years. Wow, that's awesome. That must have been a lot of fun. Okay, so I've got this hanging off here, and I'm just gonna cut that like that. So I've got this one and I've got this one right here. And actually I'm going to make this sloping down just like that. So these are going to be on this. This is going to layer on this one like this. And I'm going to go and I'm going to cut a piece of blue cardstock, MIsty Moonlight. It's 4x4. And I'm actually, what's going to happen is this little tree we're going to cut off. So the one that's has the trees to the right, you're going to cut off the little tree on the end. So we just have this here like that. And I'm gonna go get a piece of, well, I'll make it, you can make it optional. If you're concerned about the way the back of this looks, you can cut a piece of the MIsty Moonlight and 4x4 and then just cut around the trees here to make it look better. I don't mind it. I don't think that looks bad. It's completely up to you. We were going to plan our 60th class reunion of next year. Oops, telling my age. Oh, this sounds like fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to take this where we scored this at 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to fold that over because this is going to get tucked in when we glue our when we glue this into the card base. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim that. We're going to slope down a little here, and we're going to trim this ink away like that. We want a nice curving slope. See, this one's going to be in the front like that. All right, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some MIsty Moonlight, and I'm going to do some little drifts right here. I'm sorry, not MIsty Moonlight, Balmy Blue. And I've got my blending brush. There's 14 of you. Hey, Tony, nice to see you today. 14 of you, well, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm bringing in, I just took a piece of the basic white cardstock and I tore it so it looks like snow hills. You know how the wind blows the snow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the front one. Just want to make sure. The smaller one is the front one here. And we're going to lay this like this on here. I've got my balmy, nope, that's green, we don't want that. I've got my balmy blue right here. And I'm going to take my blending brush and circle around like that. And what you want to do is you want to start off where you're going to blend because it will be darker, too dark. And we're going to go lightly over that. And I'm going to go all the way down the length of this, like this. And then it creates this nice shadow here. And then you can change it up. We can go this way. Just very lightly. You don't want it horribly dark. And let's move this down here like this. And do this end here. Try doing it right-handed. I'm not right-handed, so we'll see how that goes. All right, and I'm going to move it down here some more. Sorry, my arm is in the way holding it. You could tack it down with a glue dot. And let's move this down this way. This will be the last one I do. Whoops. And this is almost, this is a little dark. It should probably be a little lighter, but it's okay. Now I'm going to come up and I'm just going to go very lightly along the bottom here. And get that in there. All right, so we've got that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this. Actually, I need to do the back, this top part that's going to show. I'm just going to bring my brush in and go over that lightly. Okay. So I think I would like to, oops, I need to go this way, Verna, right way. I'm just gonna pop this up with dimensionals on there. Have to grab them. So I'm going to put them on the back of this piece here. I know it's raining and it cooled down, but I think it's supposed to be pretty warm later on this week. I'm really enjoying this stamp set, the Peaceful Cabin. I think it's a beautiful set. Beautiful. Okay, we'll take these backings off. Hey, Teresa. You just got home from running the school bus, must be. That is an important job. All right, let's see if we can get this lined up exactly. I think I'll turn it this way. Line it up like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we can still fold this over. I've got a little mark there. Not sure where that came from. All right, let's see if we can make this go away without wrecking the card. Maybe. Okay. That's good enough. All right, so we've got that done. The next piece we're going to do is the cabin. And this piece is, let me see. This is 5 1/4 by 4 5/8. And I'm going to stamp the cabin on this. We're going to come back to that. And again, I'm using the Stamparatus. So we want the cabin. Sorry, my son called and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I'm not sure what happened there. All right, let's get our cabin. We're going to put the cabin up towards the top here, as far to the top as we can. And again, Verna, put your magnets down here. Picking up all my little dies. And this is soft suede. And we're going to come in and stamp that. And I'm going to stamp that up again. Just like that. All right, and so now for this one, I'm going to take the other die, this die here over, and I'm going to die cut that out. I will be right back. using a little Post-it tape to hold it down. Okie dokie, so it looks like this, and I'm going to finish cutting that off. I'll take my scissors and just snip this like that. And again, we're going to do the snow thing on this one. Bringing in the Balmy Blue. And we're inking off on the edge. We're going to go over this whole thing right up by the cabin like that. It's nice and light. And I'm just going to hit a little bit of the roof here with a little bit of the blue. We'll move this over this way to give it another little bit of a different look with the rifts of snow. And then let's do it kind of slanting down like this. I almost went into the brown ink. That would be different. And let's go this way. Lightly, lightly. And how about like this? And I think I'll just fill in here like this. Right, and so this one is going to have a sentiment on it, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says, "It's friends like you that make this season wonderful." And that's from the Evergreen Elegance set. Whoops, sorry, it just went on the floor. Sorry about that. We're having all kinds of noises in this one. All right, I gotta get a block that fits this. Now is a great time to join if you've ever considered getting the starter kit. This is the time to do that because they have, you get to pick a free bundle, and actually this is one of the bundles. You not only do you get $125 worth of product for $99, and it's whatever you want. You also get a free paper pumpkin, and you get a free bundle. There's several bundles. There's probably 9 bundles to pick from. I just want to make sure this is going to stamp right, and it's way too crooked. Let's try it this way. Nope, we got to go down a little more. Okay, and actually I want to use crumb cake, so I'm going to wipe that off. That is soft suede and it's a little darker than I want it. So crumb cake. Whoops. All right. Oh, it's up a little. Okay. Huh. It's far up too far. All right, I think I have the sticker goofy on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little punch and stamp it on that. I'm looking for the postage stamp punch. Here it is. I'll use tailored tags. Okay. We'll do this again. The trees are shaded spruce. And I really liked that shaded spruce. I tried the evening evergreen and I just liked the color of the shaded spruce. Okay, this is a tailored tag punch. And we will cover that like that. It's amazing how we can make the things we can do to cover up our mistakes. And you will have that stamping. All right, so that's gonna go just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna score this on this side. The trees were scored at 3/8 of an inch on the right side, and this is gonna be scored at 3/8 of an inch on the left side. I'm done with this. Can move that out. Grabbing my trimmer. Okay, so I'm going to lay this at 3/8 of an inch. Well, I want to do it this way. And I'm taking my scoring blade and scoring it right there. All right, so we have our two panels. We have the trees that are going to go like this, and we have this panel. Let's do the inside piece. And this is 5 1/4 by 4 3/8. This is our mat. And towards the bottom, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. We'll go ahead and do that. And this is 4 by 3 of basic white. And I'm using this really pretty boughs of evergreen that's going to be at the bottom, and this is going to be shaded spruce too. Here we go. Just like that. And I'll grab the sentiment. It's going to be Merry Christmas. And these are from the Evergreen Elegance set. Merry Christmas. Here it is. It's a kind of an old-fashioned, I really like that font. And I'm going to do the crumb cake. That came out. Actually, I didn't do crumb cake. That's soft suede, but we'll take it. And this is going to go at the bottom of our mat. Just like this. We're going to center it. All right. Now at the top, I'm going to stamp in Versamark a moon and some stars to be behind the cabin. And here's my little half moon and my stars. I'm going to emboss it with white embossing powder. And these are from the To the Moon stamp set. I just got this. Saw somebody do a baby card with this, with the sheep in front of it, like jumping over the moon. It was really cute. That's what I wanted to use it for. Okay, so I'm bringing my old embossing buddy in. Put it on there. That keeps the static away and from collecting extra stuff we don't want on there. I'm going to put my moon like that. And we'll stamp a few stars in Versamark. Try to switch them up here. Put one up here. We'll call that good. Okay, I'm gonna go, let's see, where's my powder? Oh, here's my powder. I'm not gonna go yet. I'll jump the powder over this. Looks pretty good. You know what wipes up this really well is one of those Febreze dusters. I've got one in my drawer. I'll get it in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna heat emboss this. Okie dokie, there's that. All right, now let's put this together. So we have to add our panels, and the first thing we'll do is I'm gonna glue this. I'm gonna use the Tombow liquid glue and go right along this edge here of our 3/8 inch little flap. And I'll hold that down. Now I did use the thick basic white just because I wanted it to be nice and sturdy, but it might be okay with, it would be easier gluing it with regular. Okay, so we've got that side. Now this side, we've got actually 2 layers here. I'm going to go along the back, and this is going to go on like this. I'm going to hold that down. This didn't come all the way over. All right, I got to fix that. Don't care that much on that. Let's see if I can pull this up. we are going to fix this. Okay. And I am just going to fold this. I must have scored it in too far. Like that. And I'm going to go back and glue it. Okay. Okay. Just like that. And we're going to have a layer of the white behind this to hold that in place. And that won't show. All right, so we've got that. So I would change the scoring to 1/4 of an inch, I think. And I'll write that in the directions. Then this is going to go on this side. Like that. Yeah, because this isn't going all the way across. All right. So I'm going to leave that like that a minute. That's going to be like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my soul. I'm going to have to redo this. Talk about making a mess. The one I did earlier, I didn't have a problem like this. So I must have done this, the scoring wrong. Okay. All right, I'm coming in with another Misty Moonlight piece. And I'm going to redo that just so you can see how it goes together. Okay. So we're cutting this at 5 1/4. Whoops, by 4 1/4. I'll change it to 4 1/4 instead of 4 3/8. All right, 5 1/4, 4 1/4. That's probably what I did wrong, is I cut that too wide. All right, so we've got this, and I'm not going to do this top part again because you already saw how I did it. I'll do it later. I just want to show you how to put this together. So we're going to come in with our cabin piece, which is right here. And that's going to go on like that. And that's scored at 3/8. And this mat piece should be 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I think I cut it too wide. All right. Then this one is gonna go on this side. Like that. There. Okay. And you want to make sure they're both even on the bottom. Got a little piece of something there. Okay, so now we're going to put our card base on, and this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/2. So, and you want to make sure this, where there's 2 layers are here, you just want to glue that down good. And we're going to go all the way around the edges. Need some good glue there. And then this is going to be centered on this card base. Up a little bit. Just like that. I kind of like it without the plain sky. Maybe just a few stars instead of all the stars I had on that other one. All right, so I've cut out 2 deer from the rainbow, the Peaceful Deer stamp set. And they're lying down, or I've stamped them. And they're gonna go on the front here. And I'm gonna stamp the fence along the bottom here. And I'm gonna stamp that in crumb cake. Okay, so I think it goes like this. Go like that. And then put something here to protect this. We're gonna go just like that. And that didn't look very good. Well, this card, not doing so well on it. Let's see if we can fix that. Crumb cake. All right. I'm just going to fix the end of this. Like that. Okay, this fence really should be up a little bit. All right, the deer on the front. So I'm using the deer that's laying down. And they're right here, and I've already stamped them in soft suede and colored them with crumb cake. I'm just gonna cut them out quickly here. And when you're cutting, you sure your scissors shouldn't be moving. You should be moving your paper. I don't mind fussing cutting. I know some people really dislike doing it. Okay, there's one. You would leave it, Mark or Teresa? Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. You are right. Oh, well. Be cute with a bird, a red cardinal or a red bird on the front or sitting on the fence maybe. I don't know. I thought these little deer were cute. Okay, so we're gonna put one here, I think. Too much glue. And then one laying like right here. Maybe down a little more like that. Okay. All right, ladies, thank you for putting up with my foibles. So we've got our card. It opens like this. And you can put a backing on this if you want to. And then this is the fence. It's friends like you that make the season wonderful. And then I will put, make a sentiment right now and put in there. And then you could stamp some stars at the top there. And I'll put the measurements in the, in the comments below, so. Yes, a bird would be great on the fence, Margaret. I think I'll do that right now. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me, ladies, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next week. Take care.